What's up?
How are you?
I feel great.
Yeah.
I feel inspired.
So we're here today, creating amazing content
Ooh.
for your brand. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your name?
My name is Amy Correa Bell,
Where you
or
from?
some call me Amy 818. Up to you. Amy Correa Bell, Amy 818.
And where are you from?
I'm from the Valley, San Fernando Valley, California. So I'm an LA Cali girl, but Valley girl, born and raised. Ghetto Valley.
Who is Amy 818?
Well, actually, translated, it means beloved, infinity beloved, because Amy means beloved, and the 818 actually means infinity. So the fact that I was born in the 818, it's all meant to be. But I tend to be the one that knows what's up with everywhere to go hang out in my life.
Why Peter Gabriel?
Peter Gabriel. Peter Gabriel, In Your Eyes is my all-time favorite song of life. And I love how he grew from Genesis to a solo artist and how he embodied so many characters when he performs and what he became. And I love how sultry and warm his voice is.
That's cool. Cats or dogs?
Cats. But I love dogs. I rescue dogs sometimes.
Do you have a big family?
I have a small family. I have two older brothers. But my mom is one child of 11 and my dad is one of 6. So I have cousins times cousins times cousins times cousins.
And are you the only girl?
I am the only girl. I am the baby girl.
Do you think your relationship with Ricky has affected your career?
I think my relationship with Ricky has enhanced my career because he's a legend and I get advice from him and mentorship that's beyond amazing. So he always pushes me to be better because he is an artist that works in excellence. He's early to everything. He warms up his voice every day. He works out every day. He works on his recovery. So it kind of challenges me to be a better person.
Non-musical influences.
Non-musical influences. Great question. I would say trees. I'm obsessed with nature and trees, and I believe they give more than oxygen, but they give energy. For some reason, when I go out in nature, I'm inspired to create something. And there are some movies that have really influenced my life, like from the 80s, all the 80s flicks, like Say Anything, License to Drive, 16 Candles, the soundtracks to these movies, Risky Business, like the Girl on the Train song. Woo! Soundtracks. It's this, well, I'm back to music, so always leads back to music.
Will there be a world tour?
Yes, I'm a world artist. I don't do music just for California. I want to do music for Spain, the Philippines, for China, for Israel. I want to come visit and hang out.
If you can tell an aspiring artist one thing, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to make sure they want to be an artist, first and foremost, because it's really difficult. It's very, very difficult. And if they can't do anything else and that's their number one passion, to just never quit. Because there's so many letdowns in the music industry. It can traumatize you and force you to just not want to do music anymore. So if that's really their passion, to just decide and then never quit.
If the world gave you $100 million, what would you do with it?
I would do what I'm doing right now, having this interview with you, but I would use resources to help younger women be inspired the way I was inspired by Madonna, by Janet, by Michael, by Phil Collins. I want to build a platform and a place where girls can go and I can mentor them and inspire them to work on music. Give them a chance to be creative and play improv and make believe. I think there's so many cell phones and things online that people forget to interact with each other. When I grew up, I didn't have cell phones. I didn't have things TiVo'd on Amazon or Hulu. So I went outside, I climbed trees, I improv'd, I recorded myself on tapes. That inspired me. So I want to bring that fun, that naturalness back.
So you were in a group. Is that how it all started? Tell me about that.
Well, I'm an actress. I've been acting since I was 11. But I auditioned for a girl group that was being formed by MCA in like 2001.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my first record deal. And so I started a group, Girl Society. Then there was Craze.com. Then there was Sterling and Amy and Hello Girls. And I've also performed with Hot Nature. Yeah, but I'm very, very, very grateful to all of the people I've worked with because it's led me to where I'm at right now.
What's your favorite color?
Teal.
Why are you doing all of this? What's your purpose?
I'm crazy. I have to do this or I'll go berserk. My purpose is I want to use my platform to be myself and help others to be themselves. I really want to help. Honestly, like, I want people to have a good time. I want people to be happy. I want them to hear my music and feel better. And the songs I've written recently and the songs that are coming out were written when I went through the most traumatic times in my life. And I wrote them to get through the traumatic times in my life. Yeah. So I believe when other people hear them, it's going to bring some kind of message. So it's not just for me to be seen and heard. I want to connect with people. I love people. I want to perform.
Yeah. When you're making your music, tell me about that process. Is it from here? Do you have to tap into something? Like, when you're making music, what is that feeling like?
When I'm making music, it's not me making music. I'm connecting to the Holy Spirit. I'm connecting to the infinite source, and I'm singing melodies that are already done. I'm just letting them flow through me. So just me trusting that process. I'm so grateful for that process. That's what keeps me alive and keeps me going.
And do you think by doing that, you'll touch people and you'll be a timeless artist?
Yes. I believe I am a timeless artist, and even those that don't get it or understand me now will look at me as like a vintage piece later and be like, wow. I believe that most of the greatest musicians and artists are about 2 years ahead of their time. I think John Bellion said that. We always create from the future till now, so sometimes it takes people a minute to accept it. But hey, I may not be for everyone, and that's okay. But for those that I am, let's rock with it.
What's a fun date for you? Like, if you could have an ideal day from morning to night, what would you do?
A fun date is a great fucking playlist, some Sauvignon Blanc, and we go for a walk, like a hike, and then we change and go to like a sexy dinner, and afterwards we go to like some ghetto club and dance for 2 hours.
Get ratchet.
Yes.
So tell the audience, what do you have in store for 2020? I know you.
Well, shoot, 2020, I can't tell you everything. There's some things I want to leave to surprise, but there's more to me than music. There's more to me than meets the eye, and I want to show everyone that. First, I want to deliver music because I'm working with the best people in the world right now that are bringing out the best in me, and I feel like the world needs to experience what we have to give.
And tell me a little bit about the projects you just released.
I released my first solo EP, Amy 818, and that was for my neighborhood, for the Valley, for my 818 girls that I grew up with, for my Valley girls. I had to stay true to where I'm from because the people in my hood, they already know what's up. They know where I came from. And honestly, Amy 818 was for my neighborhood. And I start home base, and I'm going to keep expanding, but I had to dedicate my first album to what influenced me first and foremost. I grew up in an equestrian neighborhood. I grew up around mountains, around horses, around BMX bikes, around great music, and I have to give it back.
And if you had to choose a track on that EP, which one would you choose? That you're
Like my favorite?
Like you're bumping all the time.
That's hard. That's a hard question.
It is. I listen to it a lot.
Wow. To be honest with you, for some reason, I always go back to 818. I don't know why that song just gets me every time. Maybe because it's just so me and different, and I feel that it's very Valley, and I haven't heard that sound yet. So it's just that song I feel like is about my everyday life, rolling down the 101. Like what I do every day, so it's like my everyday go-to song.
Yeah. You released a music video for Blessings.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That was so much fun. Blessings. That song is a blessing. Filming that video was a blessing. And that song was written and recorded at Norma Jean, Marilyn Monroe's first home. Yeah, so it's got a lot of special love on it.
Wow. Is that the only music video that you have for that EP?
I'm about to drop a video for every song you know by me.
818?
818, gang gang, in the dojo, fuck it, I'm good. Yo, what's up? I'm Amy Correa Bell, also known as Amy 818. Look forward to rocking with you.